What's up, everybody? Second episode here on Alternative News Talk, Episode 2, Season 1. It is October 18th? 18th of 2011. We have a very, very good show for y'all. Finally made a Twitter. You can go to twitter.com/ANT. Twitter.com/Alter News Talk. Bam, there's our Twitter. Been tweeting all day. You can go to Facebook, facebook.com/pages/Alternative News Talk. Of course, you can go to the website, Next Generation Wrestling site at weebly.com, where I have WB Raw results, a bunch of news, and of course, for this Friday night's WB SmackDown spoilers. They taped that last Saturday night. Next Generation Wrestling site at weebly.com. Dylan, how you doing today, bud?
Doing pretty good.
Alright, that's good. You ready for the show, bro?
I'm ready. As ready as I'm going to get, at least.
You know, before we get into this, I don't know if, should we have our own website? I mean, we have our own page, you know, but should we have our own website?
Well, I mean, it is up to you. I mean, you're in control of all that. We have a Facebook page and all that. We got quite a bit.
Well, we really do. Alright, enough wasting time. Let's get into it. Of course, the opening segment. You know, you always have to have a very good opening segment. And as we live in Catoosa, Oklahoma, there is a casino called the Hard Rock Cafe or Hard Rock Casino, whatever you like to call it. And basically, Dylan, have you got through this yet? Have you read that?
Yeah, I read it the other day. I remember so much of it.
Well, as this is Tuesday, and we usually tape on a Thursday, I found this report on Saturday at midnight, and I haven't read over it. So do you remember any top things? Because I'm just kind of skimming through it.
I remember it was Channel 2 news anchor.
Yeah.
They all went, and they climbed to the top of it. I believe it's a hotel. I'm pretty sure the hotel's taller, so that works better. It's cooler. So I think what they did was they climbed to the top, and they rappelled down the side of it for a charity event for, I want to say it was the Special Olympics. I'm not sure, though.
You know what? I just read over it, and basically what it was 2 news anchor Russ McAllister, or McCalliskey, something like that to that nature. Around 25 people basically rappelled down 22 stories from the top of the hotel all the way to the floor, or to the ground, which is really, really steep, you know what I mean? And they were trying to raise money for the Special Olympics. Granted, I'm glad that they're trying to, you know, raise money. Everybody makes mentally retarded jokes or mentally handicapped jokes, but you know what? It's for a very good cause, and I'm glad they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's something. All charities, you know, everything needs money. They got to find some way to fund it. I believe there's been. We went. Our school went national last year. Special Olympics.
Yeah.
National.
Yeah, I believe so, bro.
So yeah. Oh.
All right. Basically, they raised money, funding for nearly 9,500 athletes for the Special Olympics, which is a very good chunk of number. You know what I mean? And
That's a lot of kids.
And I guess they raised around 50 grand just for that little I don't know, stunt. I guess you would call it.
People pay money to go do that themselves, and I'm surprised they really raised that much money from it.
You know, I'm glad that they raised money, but here's the biggest question. And I'll answer it in a minute. But would you do it? Would you rappel down 22 stories for Special Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like fun. I'd love to try it someday.
You know, they do have a video. They have a video. You know, the more and more we do this show, the more and more I think we need a website. And I know I'm getting off topics here, but this does include it. They have a video up on channel2.com. And, you know, we just throw that up on the site and they'll know what we're talking about, you know what I mean? So the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think we should have one. But,
yeah.
I'm getting off topic.
Post the links to the news article themselves, you know, and that helps us get feedback. We definitely need feedback.
And you know what? You can always send in your news comments and any questions you want at a new recently made alternative news talk at yahoo.com. I made that yesterday. I'm very proud. And of course, our sponsors is, as always, Pepsi Max. Give it up for Pepsi Max, y'all.
Unofficial sponsor for legal reasons.
You know, it is what it is, and I'm glad to have sponsorship for this show. You know what I mean? So,
sponsorship. They don't pay us anything.
Well, you know what? They make good products. Okay, they really do.
I'd be a shout out to them then. Not necessarily a sponsorship. Sponsorship means they back us and all that stuff, which, you know, later down the line, in case, you know, we become famous or something, could cause legal repercussions.
You know it. Anything else to add to that segment? I know we went through it pretty quick, but you know.
Yeah, you probably thought that you know the news, but you know, my question is, how exactly did the money work out? Did they just like pledge to rappel down the side of the hotel for money, or?
You know, I really. Let me see. I don't think it says how. Maybe people pay to do it. Maybe they pay to watch. I'm not for sure.
I was gonna say, if there's only like 20-something people, there's no way that $2,000 person would fell down the side of that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if they campaign around, you know, got pledges to do it, would be understandable. But
yeah.
I don't see it.
As we're doing this, I forgot to do the joke of the day, so I am currently doing one at this time, because that's the next segment up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are we in the mood for, y'all? Funny jokes, lean jokes, short jokes? We'll go with short jokes. Alright. Ooh. Alright, this one is probably not funny, but you know what? It's pretty short.
Okay, let's hear it.
That's not really funny, but we're going to go with it. I do apologize in advance for this joke because it's really not that funny, but I'm going to go with it. And that's next week. Next Thursday, here on PotterMac.com/Andy67, we will have a better joke of the day. All right, Dylan, here's the joke of the day. Are you ready, bro?
I'm ready for it.
Why did they have so much trouble burying Bob Marley?
Why is that?
His coffin kept jamming.
Oh, well, that is pretty...
That's how stupid it is. I think we're just going to end that. I'm trying to look for one. You know,
I didn't even know Bob Marley was dead.
He is dead.
I didn't know that.
Oh. Alright, that was the joke of the day. Actually, we had a segment before joke of the day, but you know what? We just went with the joke of the day. Alright, Dylan, I put this on yours, but I didn't put the answers to it. Are you ready for a brand new segment here on Alternative News Talk? Are you ready?
Say again?
We have a new segment, and it's called Movie Trivia. Are you ready for the trivia, Dylan?
Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm not very good at movie trivia.
And I think this is one of your favorite movies. Maybe it was a buddy of ours named Cody. But we're going to go with it. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready for it.
All right. What was the year that Little Nicky came out?
I've never even seen that movie.
So, you never seen Little Nicky with Adam Sandler?
I know it has Adam Sandler in it, but I've never seen it.
Alright, well, you have three choices. Is it 1998? Is it 2000? Or is it 1989? What year did Little Nicky come out?
I have to go with 98. Sounds reasonable.
And the answer, I don't have up. Wow, we are unprepared.
IMDb.com, baby.
Let's go to it now, shall we? We need like a little reporter or something like that so they can just Google everything for me.
We need a go-to guy.
We do.
It wouldn't work. It would be like a real business.
Alright, I'm trying to do this as fast as we can. 2000! Came out in 2000.
Oh.
All right.
Will do.
All right. Next segment. 10 minutes into the show. All right. Our Nets report. Do you have the Nets report up about the 3 women that got charged for sex attacks?
I read that, and I must say I laughed at it.
Was that not funny? That was just absolutely hilarious. Do you want to share it with the viewers, or do you want me to?
You go ahead. I'm not sure my memory is perfect, so.
You know. Alright, basically, I chopped the report up pretty good. Basically, in some foreign country called, I'm going to botch this name very horribly, but as I just did that word, Zimbabwe? Thanks, man, thanks. You just totally made me, that was just uncool. Alright.
Oh, I can't see it, so I couldn't help you out there.
Well, you know what, that was probably the name of the country.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 women and whatever Dylan just said, charged in series of sex attacks on men. Basically, this is what it reports, which I thought was absolutely hilarious, and we found this on CNN.com. Alright, this is what I chopped it up. Basically, the police in this country, and it was last Friday, charged 3 women with possession of 33 freaking condoms. First of all, women usually don't carry condoms, and if they do, what? 33? Like, what's your excuse for that?
Lots of women carry condoms, because, if they're going to get down and dirty, they don't want to have to rely on the man, especially if they're hurt.
Okay. Personally, I think women carrying around condoms is kind of normal. But if you're carrying around 33 of them, that's a little weird. But this is where the story really gets interesting. Okay?
Okay.
Every single one of them, they had semen in them. Okay?
Why are you carrying those around?
I guess they just flop them over.
Or something.
I guess they just flop them over and put them in their back pocket. I don't know. They also got charged with 17 counts of aggravated indecency assault. Okay. Then it says, in this case may break in a string of sex attacks over the past 2 years. Okay. And the women were targeting male hitchhikers. They attacked 17 guys in 2 years.
And what did they make them? Did they fuck them? Did they make them come with the condoms, or?
I don't know. We always.
Have they been able to ask these men how they felt about it? It's like, she was crazy. She tried to kill me. She tried to kill me. How dare she? I don't see too many men, at least single men, complaining about that, as long as they didn't catch anything.
First of all, what I read out of this is there was 33 condoms, okay, and each and every one of them had semen in it, but they only admitted to only having attacked 17 of them. So there's what? 15
more people, but
yeah.
Either that or they just, they attacked her more than once. They might have only attacked 17. They might have, got more than one filled with it.
There's so many things to this. They could have not admitted that they attacked more guys. They could have, you never know who is out there, but you never, at least in my opinion, you never hear of women raping a guy. Have you?
Technically, legally, it's not possible for women to rape. Besides statutorily.
Well, I'm not going to get all graphic in this, and this show is not PG, but you would have to. I guess I'm going to go there. You would have to tie the guy down, give him some Viagra or whatever, and get it on. You know what I mean? I guess that's the only way you could. I don't know.
I guess so.
I just think it's strange. And why? What's the purpose of it? I mean, yes, they're in a foreign country, but what's the purpose of it?
I really don't know. Maybe they could sell it to somebody. Maybe they're like impregnating people to make some kind of army.
Or you can go to those pharmacies, not pharmacies, but clinics, I guess you would call it, and at least for guys, and you can donate it. Maybe that's what they were doing, but they would have to have a hell of an explanation of.
Well, with a sperm bank, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Sperm bank.
Yep. Thank you for that.
You have there's very at least here in America there's very strict requirements. You have to have at least a bachelor's degree from any college. You have to be above, I think it's 5'9", like height wise. In order, you got to be clean, of course. There's lots of requirements to donate because they pay you for it. But there's lots of requirements. You have to be at least have a bachelor's degree, be a college graduate. That's just jerk it in a little cup and get money for it.
So you're telling me that I have to go to college for 4 years to yank my yarn to get money?
Yes. At a less jail prostitute.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna apologize for this, but that's bullshit. I mean, maybe that's why. Now I'm gonna go to hell for this one, but maybe that's why homeless people can't get some money. I don't know.
Well, they don't want stupid babies.
I guess not, man. Shit, I don't know. I just don't. I just can't understand what's the purpose. All right.
Their purpose, who knows? Maybe they had some kind of strange fetish with it. There's no telling.
I guess. Man.
It is Zimbabwe.
I guess, bro. All right. Let me ask you this. Do you want to do the income tax segment, or would you want to do the food of the day? Which one do you want to do next?
Let's go food of the day. Break it up a little bit.
All right, Dylan. What was your food of the day?
My food of the day was same as last time. Ham and cheese sandwich.
Damn, man. You always have that. Damn. All right. I had a very good one, and I did this yesterday. So every day, basically, I have these Johnsonville brats, right? Well, I ate the smoked brats today. Well, you know what I did? I thought I'd be a little bit smart. As probably my voice tells, my mom made some chili, some damn good chili, by the way. What I did was I made me the very best chili dog I have ever ate in my life. You can believe me. You don't have to believe me. But you know what? It was good.
That's pretty good.
What I did was I took the bun. What's going on here, y'all? What's going on? All right, we are all good. I just heard a weird sound. All right. What I did was took my buns. Yeah, buddy. Put a little bit, not much, just a little bit of chili. Put the broth on there, right? Then on the top of the dog, between the buns, I put that chili on that bitch. Pop that motherfucker in the microwave, and I ate that damn thing.
Sounds pretty damn good to me.
That was the food of the day.
I'm getting kind of hungry now.
Hey, buddy, you do it. All right. Before we get into our final segment of the day, I'd just like to thank everyone for listening. Thank you all for the support. We only second episode, and in my opinion, it's an okay show so far. First episode, we were on it. You can go back to the archives here on podomac.com or on YouTube. But it is what it is, and I just want to thank everyone for listening to the show. Next Generation Wrestling site at weebly.com for your official wrestling website. All right, Dylan. Hopefully we can get at least 5 or 10 minutes out of this one. What do you think about income taxes?
Income taxes as a whole, just for the whole country.
For the United States, yes.
Well, we gotta pay them. they're there for a reason. We have to have taxes, otherwise we can't. You know, we depend on them too much. There's too many things with everybody. There's lots of things that I think we should get rid of, but you know.
Well, okay. Well, let's venture into this. What do you think we should get rid of?
Personally, I think not necessarily should get rid of things like food stamps, but I think it should be harder to obtain food stamps.
Okay.
I think the government should make you take a drug test and pay for it yourself.
So, okay, well, this kind of ties into the topic, at least, as I'm getting text messages during the show. You know, people, you gotta learn. We're doing the show here. You know, I really don't have a strong opinion about food. Food. What was it again? I fucking forgot.
Food stamps.
Food stamps. Thank you. I feel like a total idiot, but you know what? It's all good. Food stamps. You know, people have to have them if they make. Isn't it where either you don't have a job or you make not enough money to support? I guess isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, but you gotta apply for them, and they're not hard to get, unless you really don't need them at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, you made a good point where they should do random drug testings, but you know, even if maybe you do have a record or maybe there is some past history, they're gonna look into it, and they'll still give you them. But I do agree with you about a random drug test. You know what I mean?
I think it should just not only be random, but it should be mandatory to start with and then random throughout. And you should have to pay for yourself. Because, I mean, people who are on drugs, they can just, instead of spending their money on food, they can just then spend it all on drugs.
Yeah.
Which, I've seen plenty of people do that already, so.
I mean, in my opinion, it should be as soon as you apply, every single month, randomly in the month. Just one time randomly in the month. And you should, I mean, I guess they have an agent, but what I mean by that is they should have someone where they have to be like, am I looking for a job? Do I have a job? How much money am I making every single month? You know what I mean? So you just don't have people just sitting out there just getting them. Maybe that's just me, and maybe I'm being harsh, but as a outsider look, that's my opinion.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's another thing is, unemployment. You don't even have to really look for a job. You can claim you're looking for a job and kind of go around and fill out applications once or twice a week. Not really plan on getting one, and you still can get paid for it. But it comes back to bite in the ass in the end if you do expect to get money from state income taxes from certain states, like some people do. But still, it's not that hard to get it.
Yeah.
And to pretty much abuse with it. So.
All right. Well, let's get back to our main point in income taxes. You know, I do like the fact that you do get paid some money, but is it really worth it with the economy?
Well, with income taxes, I mean, it's not just focused on the fact that we get money back, it's the fact that that's the money that we use to pay for things like schools and the homeless shelters and all those things.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like them, but I understand why you need them, and I'm glad we have them. So
some of the taxes we do have, though, I think is stupid. Like, I mean, Social Security and Medicare, I think those are, should be choice, not mandatory.
And I agree on that. And you know what? Recently, not yesterday or anything, but in the past couple of years, our government has made us, make us get those two things. And I mean, Social Security's been around for a while now. I believe since like the 50s or so, or after World War II. But Social Security, I understand the reason. I understand for the purpose. But I do agree with you in saying that it is a choice and a choice only, and you shouldn't be made to do something. You know what I mean? So
yeah, this is supposed to be landed free. not landed that you have to pay taxes.
And
Well, pay this tax.
you know, for the government to step in, most of the time it's for good, but most of the time, the boys up there in Washington, they have to do something, so they make the stupidest laws, and I just don't understand why they do that. Maybe it's just in their blood.
Like children, like we can't decide, like we can't take care of ourselves. It's sad.
You know, and it really is sad. But it is what it is, and I'm glad we have income taxes. So you kind of already answered this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So if you had a right to vote on it, would you keep income taxes?
Income taxes, yes. We need our federal income taxes.
I totally agree with you.
Now that the whole country would fall apart.
True, because we do need our police, and we do need our firefighters. Police for the crime, firefighters for, of course, the fire. And doesn't that go to, I'm going to sound completely ignorant, but doesn't that go to hospitals?
If they're government funded, but most of them are usually private.
Yeah. You know, if I sound like a moron, I'm just speaking the truth, and by God, this show is all about the damn truth. So.
I mean, when you came up with the topic, what you're thinking about is that our W-2s, you know, the taxes we file and get back each year is our state income taxes. And Oklahoma has that, but, you know, certain states, like Texas, doesn't have state income tax. They only have the federal taxes you have to pay nationwide.
True. True. So, would you rather have it like that, or how we have it as of right now?
I mean, it seems like what we have right now works. It helps fund our state things. It's just the fact that whether or not they spend it properly. Like, just last year, the year before, you know, the school system over there in Skytooth, you know, like for us in Oklahoma, we know what that is, but they were, the principal there was wasting over $300,000 or $400,000 on just random things for the school. Like, on trash cans, it's all stuff the school needed, but he went through a middleman to get it instead of going straight to the company, and it ended up wasting over $300,000 or $400,000 of the school's money.
Which is a pretty good chunk of change, especially for a damn school. That's like $1 million. You know what I mean? Maybe for companies, that's just pocket change, but that's a pretty good change for a school district. You know what I mean? Especially in Skytooth, because some people say Skytooth's big. In my opinion, I don't think it is.
No, it might be bigger than us, but even the same, you know, there's 1,000 kids. That money right there is basically like taking $300 or $400 worth of educational supplies for them.
Yeah, and you know, just this goes into this topic. If you go around, like me, I follow our high school football guys. If you go to away games, I forgot what school it was, but the point of my statement is they put all their money from all their taxes, like in Catoosa, everybody pays taxes and it goes straight to our police, and then most of it, the majority of it, will go to our school, and they will, you know, they will get us stuff for that. Well, what they would do, and it was not Pryor. It was some little city, and my point is that instead of putting it to the police, all their taxes would go to their school, and they wouldn't do anything with it. They would just keep it. And the only thing they did with it was they would build a indoor pool for a freaking school. Personally, I don't get it.
Well, if there's a swim team, you know, that's understandable. If the school and the city hall had voted on it and decided that they were going to build an indoor pool so they could have a swimming team, and for, you know, physical education, that's their choice. As long as, you know, everyone voted on it. It's not just the school going, I feel like making a pool.
But no, there is no swim team.
Well, there's no pool, that's why. If they had a pool, they might be able to make a swim team.
But they do have a pool. There is no swim team.
Is it just for the school's usage, or is it just in general a public pool?
It's just there. Just, I guess if you, you know, in your 7th hour or your last hour, you feel like going and taking a dip, go ahead. I mean, shit, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that's a waste of state taxes and county taxes.
Well, yeah, we only go by state here, but yeah, I mean, I think it's wasted a lot, especially by politicians.
Yeah, and I mean, on this podcast, we are under news and politics. So you know what? We do our news, we do our segments, and by God, we will do our politics as we showed today. So
Try not to get too deep into politics because politics causes arguments real easily.
true,
So,
true. All right, Dylan. Do you have anything else to add on this segment?
yeah, I think is the two things you never want to talk about unless you're ready to lose a friendship is religion and politics.
Yeah. And hell, you know what? I've known this kid for damn near 3 years now, and I never got in an argument with him, but we came close to arguing on that topic. All right.
Really, I don't remember that.
Well, you know, it is what it is, and all right. I am the Fat Man on Wrestling. He is Dylan for the second episode here on Alternative News Talk on podomac.com/Andy67. I'll try to change that to Alternative News Talk. Remember to go to Next Generation Wrestling site at weebly.com for all your wrestling information. Go to establishedsports.weebly.com for all your sports information. For this, I guess, page, you can follow us on podomac.com. You can go to Established Sports, youtube.com/Established Sports to follow us on YouTube, facebook.com/pages/Alternative News Talk, or Alter News Talk, something of that nature. Twitter.com/Alter News Talk. With that being said, I'm the Fat Man. He's Dylan. We will see you next week. Thank you all for listening. Anything else to add, Dylan?
That about wraps it up for me.
Alright, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for listening. We will see you next Thursday for another episode of Alternative News Talk.